These right borders here is the next part we're going to actually start removing, so it looks a little bit better and like this. So the right border is the one we want to actually remove, not kill. I'm actually going to show you how you can remove this one over here first, and then we're going to build from that. So I'm only going to remove the right border over here. The reason I want to do this is because in our HTML we have these blocks here. We have a footer, div footer underscore box, and so on. And we actually call these child elements, if you remember. So the footer underscore bottom is the parent in this case, and each of these are child elements. So the first one is child 1, child 2, child 3, and child 4. Or last child if we actually talk about the bottom one, and the first one here is called first child, and then these are the childs between, and we can hit them specifically, or we can hit odd numbers or even numbers and so on. Firstly, I'm going to show you how you can hit the last one only. So you're going to type in footer box and then create your curly brackets like so. The reason why I hit this one is because this is where we created our borders, and I just want to remove parts of one of them. So just after your X, no spaces here, just after the X you're going to hit a colon. And this is like when you did your hover, you know that's called a pseudo CSS. But instead of using hover, we're going to use something called last child, like this. This means it's only going to look for a box or an HTML element with an ID of footer box, and only the last item or the last child in that one. So it needs to be in this one. And then we're going to write border, and we're going to write right, and then hit none. So this 1 pixel solid and this color will actually be removed. So click save, go to your browser, and now this should disappear. And woo, it's now gone. So this is a way of hitting the last piece of a piece of CSS. We can also change this to first child, and now you can see this one is over here and this one is back. And we can do different things with this. We can do something called NTH, which basically means the first N here is number, and the TH is just because in English you write once you get past 3, this is first, this is second, this is third, and then you have fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and so on. So the TH is just this one back here basically. So the first one means number, and then there's different things we can use this for. So NTH, I'm just going to show you of type, and if I write even inside this parentheses like so, let's see if this has an effect. So now it only removes the right border box of those who are even. So the first one is 1, nothing happens. Second one is number 2, which is an even number, then it removes an even one. Third one, 3, not even, it's an odd number, still remains. Fourth number is this, and you can just change this again to odd, and then it's the other way around, or you can type in a specific number, and then it's only number 2. But once we just need the last child, we just type that in, last child, none, and now it's only this one. But that's not really what we want. We want those, and those. So we could do number of child and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 times or 4 times, but we're really lazy and we want the computer to do all the work for us. So basically what we want is we want this not to be removed and these 3 to be removed. So we're going to switch it around on the computer. We're going to remove this, but telling it not to remove it, and remove the others instead. And the key word here was not remove. So just after our footer box colon, you're going to type not, and then create a parentheses, and then inside this parentheses you're still going to have a colon dash last child, and after your last child you're going to end this. So it looks like this, footer underscore box colon not the last child, so everyone but the last child basically. Click save, go to your browser and hit refresh. So now you can see that border is removed, that is removed, that is removed, and this is not removed. So again, we're just switching around on the computer. So that's a way of using CSS to both do a little bit of math and calc and extra stuff for us.